What's up, everybody? It is a beautiful day, and I'm out here, child. It's really hot, so I had to find me some shade. But I want to talk really quick about a subject that I never, ever talk about. And I see people are falling victim to this shit, and I can see how easy it is to get us off track and distracted. I don't watch the news. And unfortunately, I see a lot of my people watch the news. Like, if you watching CNN because you think it's going to give you the real deal, you late, you asleep. Watching the news don't do shit for your spirit as black people. If you don't know that by now, thinking about these politics, honey, that's the best way to get you off damn track. Seriously, like, it's amazing to me how many people I see worried about and giving their energy to Donald Trump. Do you guys realize that I never talk about Donald Trump? And shout out to all my womb sisters, to the new members of the womb school. I love you guys. All the people that represent conscious, awakened people that know better than to fall for the bullshit. Shout out to you guys. But I want to talk to you guys today about a subject that I never talk about. I don't ever talk about politics. I don't ever talk about Donald Trump. Like, ever. I never fucking talk about him. You know why? Because them fucking white ass crazy crackers are going to do what they do. And my job is to stay focused on my community. Your job is to stay focused on your community. They got y'all worried about you. I couldn't even name 5 people in this administration. I have no... And what's funny is, like, it's a toxic pool of fuckery, right? The political climate and stuff like that. And people are just drinking from it and going and extracting information and being bothered by it. Like, why are y'all leaving fucking... That ain't... When I tell you I have not watched the news in forever, who's watching the goddamn news? I'm a better person for this. I know I am. Like, I can tell this is why y'all don't have the energy to put in y'all businesses, y'all new projects, to work out, to have a new idea, to get you a man, to get out of your way. Like, y'all are worrying about Donald Trump. Y'all giving y'all energy to Donald Trump. Like, who the fuck is thinking about Donald Trump? For real, what I'm thinking about is what we can do as a people to get our solidarity on point. Like, what are y'all doing to make yourselves more economically powerful? That's what we need to be thinking about. Every time they talk about Donald Trump, you need to support a black-owned business. Let me tell you who not thinking about Donald Trump. The Asians, the Indians. They not thinking about his administration because people that have no economic stability have no political stability. That's something that Booker T. Washington said. All of those communities I named, they have economic stability. They not fucking worried about Donald Trump, honey. Because if this shit go down right now, they're self-sufficient within their own community to keep everything afloat. But see, we not. People that don't have power, that don't have resources together, independent resources together, you worry. That's what I'm focused on, is how can we get our families intact? How can we get our health intact? Because we can't, overthrow an unjust system when your ass is dead. So I'm thinking about the stuff that really matters. But y'all on y'all timelines thinking about Donald Trump? Who in the fuck is that? Ladies, let me tell you something. If I was single, the men that talk about Donald Trump a lot, they not men that you need to fuck with, because they not men that know their power yet. My power and your power as Africans, it doesn't lie on Donald Trump. It lies in your fellow African. It lies in your fellow African. That's who's going to save you. That's who's going to protect you. That's who's going to feed you. Y'all, because you don't have solidarity, you don't have independence within your community. So yeah, you worried about Donald Trump. And I'm such a better person. Like, I have not given, you haven't seen not one post from me talking about Donald Trump and this administration. You'll never see it. If I see men on my timeline talking about Donald Trump, I'm like, that's a weakling. That's a weak man, because he feels like this world, this administration dictates what he does. Y'all need to get with men that do what they do, make their money, make their plans, create their visions in spite of this administration. Pay attention to your timelines, because I see we got a lot of scary weakling men who cannot lead us, that's talking about some goddamn Donald fucking Trump. Donald Trump. And what you need to be worried about is these counter warfare tactics that's going to keep us on top. I talked about this in chapter 1, the Black Prognosis. One of those counter warfare tactics is honoring your fellow black man and black woman, keeping a psychological distance between you and your enemy and your oppressor. White people, saying hello to black people, giving preference to black people more than white people. That's what I'm talking about, keeping a psychological barrier. Have you done that today? The black men that cut our grass in this community, the black men that you encountered, I hope that y'all showering them with so much love. Y'all need to be fortifying your people. That's the counter warfare tactic that you need to be involved in, instead of looking at your timeline, worrying about this administration. They got y'all so confused and distracted. And you need to be thinking about how you need to get your family together and how y'all gonna really survive out here. How y'all gonna survive this purge. How you gonna survive the purge without a man to protect you? How you gonna survive the purge when you don't have supplies, when you don't have resources? They got y'all confused. Y'all going to the movie to see the purge, but you just so goofy you don't think that that's got anything to do with you? That's talking about you, fool. That's talking about you. This purge is for us. And some of y'all hotels be too deep. Talking about, you know, we should stop referring to them as supreme. They're not supreme. Yes, they're supreme, and this is why they're supreme. We need to get out of our ego. They're supreme because when they can kill you without impunity, that's where the supreme part comes in. Shout out to Brother Tariq Nasheed. Y'all need to get out y'all ego. They're not supreme. They're not better than us. Yes, their system, their code is better than us. And when we get a code, we'll be all right. Are you on code today? Have you spoken to 10 black men today and made eye contact with them? And have you done things in the black community that's going to fortify the black economic base? Have you supported a black business today? Have you done that today? Have you fortified and nourished your black body today? Are you letting the white supremacists get over on you there too? Did you take your birth control today, black women? Because if you did, you just let Margaret Sanger dupe your dumb ass another time and participated in the eugenics candy. If you got an IUD in, you're participating in the genocide of black children. That's what you need to be thinking about while you talking about some CNN and the administration. You need to be thinking about how this administration years and years and centuries ago has put a system in place to dupe your ass. And you need to think about what you falling for. Are the systems that have been put in place to keep you asleep, are you still falling for those systems? Are you still that cornbread fed, white Jesus loving Christian African that's still thinking that some white man gonna come out the sky and save them? If you are, you asleep. You're not gonna help us. Of course you're worried about this administration. You worried about the wrong shit. You worried about the wrong shit. The other counter warfare tactic that we don't need to be taking in part in is the damn black gender war between men and women. Y'all falling for that every day. That's the #1 weapon against white supremacy, is a strong relationship between the black man and the black woman. And they're constantly putting out propaganda. Constantly putting out propaganda to keep that gender war going. Because as long as they keep you against your black man, you will be weak in this war against white supremacy. You will be thinking that your counterpart should be the white man. Hang the father, rape the mother, raise the children. This is the 500-year coincidence. They want you to take part in the assassination of black men with this Me Too movement. Y'all not participating in the counter warfare tactics. You need to not participate in this black gender war. Are you participating in that shit? Hell yeah, you are. You jumped on the bandwagon with Bill Cosby. You jumped on the bandwagon with everybody. You jumping on the bandwagon with R. Kelly and all that dumb shit. And you don't see that Bill Cosby represents the Negro. He represents one big black nigga. So did OJ. And y'all don't understand that. Are you taking part in the counter warfare tactics to keep us on top? Keeping your eyes open, knowing what the game is. But they got you glued to the television, the tail light vision, and making you worry. You giving all your energy to that dumb shit instead of thinking about how you can pop off your black-owned business and to heal your black relationship, because that's the only man who's ever going to protect you and save you. Your bundles, you think your bundles and your damn 27-piece is sufficient enough. When they come tearing down your door, they already outsourcing the military from Russia. They have no type of connection with Americans here. They're going to be rounding up all y'all ass. Y'all better understand what's going on. I'm out here hot and shit. What you say? I'm surprised by many black people just thinking about mundane things. Thank you, sir. We thinking about the wrong shit. That's how I know we've been duped. Think about how you fed into the system today. And think about how you can get your ass out and help liberate our people. Have you helped liberate our people today? Because if you gave your tithes to a fucking church who's collected $420 billion in tithes and built not one black Wall Street, you're not helping the liberation of our people. If you're a black woman that thinks that procreating with anything other than the black man is acceptable, you're not for the liberation of our people. If you're a black man that finds beauty in everything but the black woman, you are not for the liberation of our people. If you talking about Trump, if you worried about Trump, black woman, black man, your ass has been duped, hoodwinked, and bamboozled. So let me get the fuck on out of here, because this shit get me hopped up. I see too many people on their timeline talking about Donald Trump and Putin. Girl, who are these people? Do you know I don't give a flying fuck? I'm thinking about indigenous birth, how we can help these black women stop dying when they go to the goddamn hospital when they pregnant, how we can learn how to be healthy before, during, and after pregnancy, because it ain't going to be no black race if you can't sustain your pregnancy. I'm thinking about indigenous birth, and I'm thinking about Coded for Connection, restoring the black male-female union. I'm thinking about that book. I'm also thinking about Finding Your Fire, the art of having feminine grace and fearless game. I'm thinking about my next projects I got coming out to help liberate my sisters to stop being scared and just go ahead and go for it and live the life that they meant to live. How can we get this 4-week course popping? How can we get the sisters filled with knowledge? How can we get the brothers healed with this sexual trauma that these fucking white folks to put on us? This damn European Greek system.